6:51 at Channel 95.7, Friday morning with Connie and Curtis. 30 degrees right now. 37 is the high today. Clouds on the line. Sunny and 40 tomorrow.
We'll take it.
That's pretty nice. I was just reading a story about, did you see on Facebook or anywhere that woman that, the mom and dad that canceled Christmas, quote unquote, canceled Christmas because her kids were bad?
I did not. So what, they got naughty kids and they said, well, you know what, we're done?
She said, she's a blogger. And she said, we gave them months to change. They're entitled, spoiled little brats.
Okay.
They don't ever think they have enough. So one day her husband said to her, after a very particularly bad display of entitlement by one of her kids, husband said, we should just cancel Christmas. And so they have.
Wow.
Kids aren't getting anything.
So they wrote Santa a letter and said, skip our house, stay away from us. And they're not, are they decorating still?
Yep, they're decorating. They're doing everything. They're making it a religious holiday.
Okay.
And a giving holiday, and the kids are getting zilch.
Kids are getting nothing.
Yep.
Not even, so do the kids have to get their mom and dad a present?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
She said they're not even thankful for the things that they currently have.
Right.
All they want is more, 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 more.
Man, you feel like that with your kids every single time you look at your kids.
Do you?
They do something and you're like, you don't even care. Like you don't even know what's going on. But then you notice, like, there are instances where you'll see, like, okay, they do kind of get it. They'll help somebody out or they'll do something that makes you kind of melt inside. But we had a friend, Connie and I, at our last radio station who their kids were complaining about everything that Santa had brought. And the mom and dad said, okay, that's fine. And they packed everything up and they took it to the shelter immediately.
Yeah.
They said, fine, pack it all up. We're going on a trip. And they're like, wait, where are we going?
Which I thought was brilliant.
They thought they were going to another store to, like, go buy what they wanted. And they gave all of their things away to the homeless shelter and said, here you go. This is for you guys. My kids don't appreciate what Santa brought them. And it sounds so cool. But I would not ever do that.
You would never do that?
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I would imagine it would be hard.
I remember the threat of it.
Right. But
you had the threat of it?
Not me, more my sisters. I was the good kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you got to follow through. That's the thing about making threats as a parent. If you threaten and don't do anything, then it's horrible. We had a big Thanksgiving night sleepover at Grandma and Grandpa's house, and everyone was in one room. All the kids were in one room.
Yep.
But they cannot go to sleep. There's 8 kids.
Right.
And we knew that they were going to be up super late, and I said, if we're going to get mad that they're not going to go to sleep, we shouldn't put them together in the room.
Right.
And they're like, oh, but they never see each other, and they're cousins, and it's fine. But we had to be up at 7 the next morning, and we had a busy day. So I said, okay, well, then I'm going to go tell them that if they make a noise, they're out of the sleepover. And everybody's like, oh, okay. So I said, if you are up and making noise, sleepover ends for you. You're done, and that's it. So then we hear pop, 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 pop. And I went up, and it was one of the cousins, my niece, and I said, all right, sleepover's over. You got to come to a different room. And none of the moms could believe that I did it. Wait, you were doing that? And then one of them went back up and walked her back into the room and said, no, you can have it. Let's just be quiet. But none of the...
So they took her back. She overrode you.
But none of the moms wanted to deal with the cousin drama, the fallout.
Right.
But the girl was fine with it.
Right.
My niece she's like, okay, yeah, you said it. I'll go somewhere else.
Right.
And lay down in the bed. And about 30 minutes later, the other mom said, she's learned her lesson. I'll just walk her back in there. It wasn't even her mom. Her mom is like, leave her where it is. She's like, no, they're having a fun sleepover.
So were you annoyed by that?
Not really. I mean, it was 30 minutes, and she got booted out. It wasn't like right away she went up and said, no, Uncle Curtis was kidding.
Right.
But it's because you don't want the fallout.
Right.
I mean, I get it. You don't want to deal with the anger from the next day.
Absolutely.
But all the rest of them shut up. I mean, it worked. You took the one out, and they were quiet as mice. They didn't want to get ripped out of there.
I bet a lot of parents have thought about canceling Christmas, like the gifts and stuff.
See, but I would want so many things still. Like, I like Christmas too much.
I like Christmas. Yeah, I like Christmas too.
Right.
I don't think I don't ever remember my parents saying they were going to cancel it, but we didn't get 8 million presents like kids today get.
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Things were so much cheaper back
Right.
then.
You did get 8 million
and we
presents.
didn't get, iPads and things like that.
You didn't have an iPad?
I know.
What?
Things that were that expensive.
When did you get your first cell phone?
When I bought it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, talk to my kids. They definitely wish that Santa would bring cell phones. I said, Santa doesn't bring cell phones.
Do they all want cell phones now?
Every single one of them wants a cell phone.
Is Haley going to get
They're
one?
not getting it. Not from us. If Santa brings one, good luck. But Man, I hope not. We've already said to Santa, do not bring one of these things, right? Because then there's the bill.
And Santa doesn't override you, right?
Well, we said if you'll pay the bill, go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead and do it, right? Mm-hmm. So we just got a text. How easy would it be for me to say no Christmas to the kids if I just did it on the radio? Like, hey, we're not having Christmas, and then still just did it? He's like, totally, you just do that. It's a great stunt. No, we're not doing that. We're having Christmas. And imagine if you cancel Christmas, you have had your house decorated for 2 months.
Right.
Like, you are not canceling
I
Christmas,
love Christmas.
for anything, right? That's not a point you would want to make.
No.
You would cancel maybe their birthday.
But if I had a snotty kid, man, I don't know. Nothing is worse to me than a snotty kid.
Right.
Who's an ingrate.
I mean, but they all are at some point.
Yeah, because I mean, when it depends, because at a certain age they have no idea that, not everybody on the face of the earth gets all these presents.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that there's more to the world out there, but at some point they need to realize that.
Right, but when is it?
I don't know.
When do you draw the line? So
I
if
don't
you
know.
saw a 6-year-old throwing a temper tantrum at
that
Meyer,
might be okay, but if Haley was throwing one, I might have a problem with that.
12-year-old, you're like, what's with this little snot?
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Probably, I don't know what the line is. It's probably different for every kid, but yeah. Kids don't realize how great they have it.
Right. Absolutely. But
Which is why we're doing our Christmas Kids. You have 1 week, actually.
Absolutely.
For
Next
the foster
Friday.
kids at DHS. You have 1 week to buy presents. The list is up at mychannel957.com.
These are kids who not only are maybe not going to have a Christmas, but they are getting taken out of their homes for various reasons.
At this time of year.
They're entering foster care. So they'll go to school today. DHS will find them a home, and they'll go to their new foster home this afternoon after school. The bus will drop them off at their new home.
Yeah.
Totally unprepared.
Yep.
So we are hoping to get them some Christmas presents. It's got different age ranges of what kids need. Like the babies obviously need like baby things like board books or diapers. The toddlers need things that can help them learn, or fun toys, or different clothes. The older
kids, gift cards, stuff like that. The whole list is up at mychannel957.com. You've got a week to get everything dropped
Right.
off at DHS. Next Friday is the
Last
deadline.
year, you were awesome. We loaded the conference room with toys. This year, we hope to do it again. It's amazing. Just do it for us.
And you can get like your whole office in on it, or your
Oh, yeah.
family. That'd be a great way to show your kids.
Absolutely.
it's all about.
Have the kids shopping, and you say, okay, now let's pick something out for the Connie and Curtis Christmas kids
Yeah.
too, and then they do that. Put
That
it in
would
the
be
cart,
a great idea.
and then walking on over.
Yeah. Okay. So you can get the list at mychannel957.com. It is 6:59 now.
Connie and Curtis.